Hi, I'm Jeff Berger, and I'm here today with Misa Hopkins. Misa, you do psychic readings, and you have different kinds. You do life path readings, you do healing readings, and you do soul journey readings. So, is there a common thread between them?
I hear, I sense, I see, and I know people's spiritual gifts. So one of my gifts is an ability to see other people's gifts and to recognize how those gifts apply in life and in an everyday world. In a sense, what I'm doing is that I'm looking to see how you packed your bags before you came to Earth, you know? What did you bring with you? Because it informs us about what you were hoping to accomplish and experience while you were here. So that looks like discovering whether someone is empathic, and if they are empathic, and most people I read for are you empathic more toward people or for the Earth? I've met people that are very empathic even for the planetary movements. They have a deep empathy with planets. Are you clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient, claircognizant? And then how do you use those gifts in a way that is meaningful? Because your version of clairvoyant is going to be unique from my version of clairvoyant. So the way that you came in with your clairvoyance is specific to how you hope to experience life. I can tell whether you're a telepathic, whether you have gifts for telekinesis, you're a medium, if you're a healer. And if you are a healer, what modality is your best healing modality? I can tell you whether your primary work is in the waking dream time or the sleeping dream time. That's a surprise to some people. They don't know that it could be either one. And most of all, what I'm looking for is what makes you unique. So let's use dreams as an example for a moment. Everybody dreams to some extent. And that is the place in which you can really become aware of your spiritual acumen. And we all do it differently. So I've met people that dream in color. I've met people who dream in 3D. It's real for them every moment. I've met people who dream in black and white and all kinds of ranges in between. I've met people who are dreaming metaphorically, which is the way that most of us are used to dreaming, which is symbols that we then apply to interpreting information for our lives. But there are also people that astral project in the dream time. People who travel through time, go into the past to see things or into the future to see what's coming. And people who have visionary dreams that can be about now or some point in the future. That's just a few. So the way that a person dreams informs us about what they hoped to be doing. There are people who do most of their healing work for other people in the dream time. So we look at all of that and say, what makes you unique and what makes you special in this combination of spiritual gifts, physical gifts, and the way that you experience the world? And how does that show us what your intent for being here really is?
Let's talk about life path readings.
Okay, life path readings. Well, here I'm looking at how your spiritual gifts assist you in fulfilling your spiritual work. All right. So your sacred gifts are intertwined, as I was saying earlier, with your earthly gifts. So we're going to take a look at that and see how you can bring your spiritual gifts and earthly gifts together in a way where you could actually make a living and have fun. Because most of us put our package together in a way that we could have spiritual fulfillment and make a living. We're going to look at how your gifts assist you in fulfilling your sacred contract. So whether you are fulfilling that contract in career or through relationship or your destiny or your purpose, we're going to look at that ultimate fulfillment. And I like to look at your empathic nature and your spiritual gifts in terms of how they can serve you. That's what we do.
Let's talk about healing readings.
Okay, in a healing reading, the spiritual gifts are being reviewed in terms of how they can assist you in general healing or for specific conditions that you have that need your attention. I really see that healing is a part of one's sacred journey. In other words, the sacred journey isn't what we do when we finish our healing. It's what we are doing while we are healing. All right? So the way that you attend to your gifts and use them is making a difference in your overall awakening and spiritual evolution. We're going to take a look at the emotions behind a condition, because often emotions are the root of the illness. They've caused it, or at the very least, they are aggravating the illness. So we want to find a way to be lovingly present to those emotions, and we will look for any other root causes behind your illness.
Talk to us about soul journey readings.
A soul journey reading allows us to look at the trajectory of the soul. In other words, what planet were you in, or what dimension were you in before you came to Earth? And what was it like to live there and be there as a soul? What were your experiences? And what gifts did you bring from those experiences that inform how you are interpreting the Earth? This is really good for people who feel out of place here on Earth. Like, I don't get it. It's very helpful. So we're going to take a look at what you hope to learn while you were here and what you can give that is a result of your soul's journey, and how you can use your gifts to feel more at ease being right here on Earth.
What can someone expect from a reading with you?
Well, they can expect that I treat a reading as, for me, what it is. It's sacred space and sacred time. I really understand that when someone asks me for a reading, that they are asking me to enter into their sacred space with them. And I treasure and respect them for that, and I treat their space with ultimate respect. I've had people tell me that they've been waiting to hear this all their life. You know, if we had grown up in indigenous villages where the medicine person or shaman was right there in the village, then there would have been someone who would have noticed when we were born and as we were growing up what our sacred gifts were, and the parents could have talked with him or her and learned how to nurture those spiritual gifts right along with our other physical gifts. But most of us didn't grow up that way. No one knew to look for it or how to look for it, and then how to share it with us or how to nurture it in us. So to have somebody do that is a very sweet moment for many of us. A lot of people tell me they come away with a sense of overflowing inspiration. I think what happens, and I think I know what happens, is that when someone sees the essence of who you are, now you see the greater picture of who you are, and that's inspiring. Often that comes with a new understanding of what your life can be, what your potential is, and gives you new ideas about how to experience your life.
Thank you for your time, and thank you for all that you do, Misa.
Thank you. My pleasure.